Good morning to our listeners on the air. Welcome to our weekly health program, Health Today, and I'm your host, Noreen Miranda.
Today, we have a very special guest to give us insight on the benefits of breastfeeding. She's a co-author of Sanggol Diet and is the author of Indigenous Food for the Infant. She authored the book Healing Wonders of Diet and Cooking Smart, with more nutrition and health books coming up. Dr. Blessy Varona is a very successful nutrition dietitian, being a former board member of Nutrition Dietitian Association of the Philippines. At present, she has a nutrition and lifestyle consultancy program underneath Health. Good morning, Dr. Varona.
Thank you, Mrs. Miranda, for inviting me here in your program. And hi to our lactating and pregnant mothers.
In our modern world today, infant milk formula claim that their product has all the nutrients that baby needs. As a dietitian, do you still believe that breastfeeding is still the best for baby?
As dietitian, I personally believe that breastfeeding is still the best, and there is no substitute actually for it. No other formula can substitute the benefit, especially the health benefit of breastfeeding. And a good dietitian, even in the modern times, should actually promote the only best milk for babies, which is the mother's milk.
So if breast milk is still the best for babies even today, are there any studies that will prove that breastfed babies are healthier compared to their formula-fed counterparts?
There are hundreds of studies that show that breastfeeding is best for babies, and there are also hundreds of studies that show against infant formula. One is breastfeeding is actually very good for the improvement of the immune system of the baby. It will protect your baby's health from both chronic and acute infection. It can also increase the bone health of the baby, including the mental health of your baby. And breastfeeding actually is not only good for the immune system of the baby, but it can also prevent especially the adult onset diseases like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and all these chronic diseases for grown-ups. So if you want really to prevent sickness for future citizens, it's best to give breast milk. Breast milk is actually perfect for baby's health. Nutrition wise, it is so perfect that God has given or God has placed different nutritional value of breast milk depending on the age of the infant. There was a study done in Arugaan which the mother had her first baby, and the first baby unfortunately had stopped breastfeeding from the mom, and here comes another baby. So she has two babies. One is 2 months and another one is 3 years old. So she placed her milk, her breast to both babies, and they tested the milk coming out from the right breast, which is for the 2 months old, and then coming out from the left breast, which is the baby, her older baby was sucking on the left breast. And they tested the milk while the mother was feeding both the babies at one time. And it's so amazing really, because the milk coming out from the right breast is really intended for 2 months, and the milk coming out from the left breast is really intended for 3 years old. So meaning God has really placed mother's milk intentionally for the perfect nutritional requirements of certain age.
Dr. Varona, I know several mothers, expectant mothers, who want to breastfeed their babies after delivery. Now, what are the things that they need to prepare in order for them to become healthy during lactation?
The mom should prepare properly her physical health, emotional health, and psychological health. When it comes to mental health, the mom should always be knowledgeable. Health is power. So if only moms would understand the long list of the advantages of breastfeeding, I personally believe no single mom would give formula milk to their babies. And the mom should prepare herself physically by eating good amount of food, by nourishing the body. The mom should eat good amount of carbohydrates and proteins and fats and vitamins and minerals and fibers and all these phytochemicals. And it's so easy to take all this if the mom would understand that she has to eat good amount of fruits and vegetables, nuts and grains, and all this plant-based diet. The mom should also prepare herself physically. So physical health like incorporating exercise and proper sleep and sunshine and stress management should always be component of preparation before pregnancy and before lactation. The mom should also prepare herself, particularly those moms who are working moms. They should prepare for the period that when they are about to work, they can still sustain the production of milk, especially good amount of milk. The mom should also be supported by people around her. Like the dad should be the best supporter, and people around her should always encourage and give hope and encouragement so that the production of milk will really be that much. The mind controls the production of milk, so mom should actually concentrate on the positive approach. The mom should not entertain any negative ideas so that there is sufficient milk for the baby.
I do agree with you, Doc. Fruits and vegetables are still the perfect diet. Well, not only to our lactating mothers or mothers to be, but for all of us. I think it is high time that this kind of diet is seen in our tables every meal. I always hear the phrase, breastfeeding is best for babies up to 2 years. Now, what is really the ideal age of a baby to stop breastfeeding? Is it really 2 years or you could go beyond that?
We encourage exclusive breastfeeding from birth to 6 months. And after 6 months, you can add little food to the diet of the baby. But ideally actually is 2 years and beyond breastfeeding is best. So it depends upon the mom. The mom can have 3 years or 4 years or even longer than that.
If breastfeeding is the best for babies, can we also say that breastfeeding is the best for mommies?
Yeah, if breastfeeding is best for the baby, and we can have a long list of health advantages when it comes to health advantage to the baby, we can also have a long list of health advantages and benefit to the mom. Most commonly to those moms who had experienced breastfeeding, they have lower risk of cancer when it comes to cancer of the breast, cancer of the cervix, cancer of the ovary, and cancer of the uterus. So mom should actually go breastfeeding. It's both healthy to the baby and to you moms.
Thank you, Dr. Varona, for giving us enlightenment on the benefits of breastfeeding.
Welcome and more power to your future programs. And may the good Lord bless all the mothers who are listening right now with healthy babies.
Tune in again next week for another episode of Health Today. Again, I'm your host, Noreen Miranda. Bye-bye.